not as much of data, but off my hat, from whatever little I remember, Tamanna, I'll put it out, so we may not have graphics for the same, but some of the reasons why some of these stocks might be active, right? So, okay, let's start with cement, and both Ramco Cements and KCP are active. Now, keep in mind that Chandrababu Naidu had this Dream City project, which was shelved under the previous regime. Now that he's back in the fold, the belief is that the Dream City project will again restart, and therefore to build out a city of sorts, right? You need, amongst everything else, resources like cement and steel. Now, why are these two stocks in focus? Because Ramco Cement's facilities, and it's one of the larger players in that region, will actually see some bit of cement output uptick there. The reason why this small stock, KCP, which is a mix of cement, sugar and some others, is because KCP has a cement plant which is across the river from the site of the Dream City. Imagine having a cement plant within kissing distance of a new city being built. The belief would, in the markets would be, we do not know this, we do not know if this is how it will fructify, but I can tell you this is what the markets are thinking, that the cement from this plant, of a 3 million ton plant, if I'm not wrong, that KCP has, will cross the river and be available for construction out there, and which is why KCP has gained quite significantly in trade today. So both of these stocks very active today. Beyond that, we've all spoken about Heritage Foods and how Chandrababu Naidu's wife is possibly, if I'm not wrong, still a 24% shareholder here, and which is why this stock, and by the way, we marked this stock yesterday on the trade setup, if viewers would remember. It's up 20% today. This is after an up move in trade yesterday as well. In the last 3 days, Heritage Foods has arguably been one of the best performing stocks. So week to date, I don't think there's a better performing stock than Heritage Foods. And then Amara Raja, again, a company belonging to Jaidev Gala, a former TDP MP, and therefore no current connection, but obviously if you have been in the same party for years, people would want to put 1 plus 1 is equal to 3 and try and second guess, etc. So a lot of this right now is the market's belief or hypothesis about good times ahead for these companies. There's nothing to suggest that orders are given or stuff that is happening or so on and so forth, but I'm just telling you the reason why this is happening. And Tamanna, at times, it is not about earnings coming in, but just the sentiment changing, and boy, has that sentiment changed for these stocks.
You know, Neeraj, I often say this, that the invisible threads that link companies, performances, the markets, business and politics are so ever present that it's interesting when you see some light shed on them once in a while.